Micheal was extremely competitive in everything he did. In Micheal's second year, the Bulls were not any good, and we were the Boston Celtics, and we were on our way as one of the greatest teams ever to play basketball at any level, at any time. In game one, we kill them. Larry, Kevin, Chief, Danny, DJ, they have great games. And at the end of the game, we look at the box score, and this guy named Micheal Jordan, he's got 49 points. We just said, well, yeah, he's pretty darn good, but he'll never do that again. Game two takes 41 shots, makes 22 of them, takes 21 free throws and makes 19 of them and goes for 63 points. The Celtics are able to win the game in double overtime, 135 to 131. But we knew how lucky we had been to win that game because Micheal was just so spectacular. That was the game where Larry Bird, in his post-game media comments, said, "I've just seen God disguised as Micheal Jordan." And the rest is history.
The setting for this one of the most feared venues in the league. Boston Garden, all ready for NBA playoff basketball. Hi everyone, welcome to Boston, home of Game 2 of the Chicago Bulls-Boston Celtics matchup. I'm Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Clark Kellogg and Coach Mike Fratello. And Mike, Chicago hoping to even the series up here tonight.
And it won't be easy, not against this Celtics team. The Celtics are the favorites to come out of the East, and they've showed why that's the case with a convincing Game 1 win.
Very convincing. And the bright spot, Clark, from Game 1 for the Chicago Bulls, the production they got from the terrific Micheal Jordan.
How about his performance? Didn't look like he had been bothered at all by that foot injury. 49 points, and he showed he's extremely ready for the big stage of the playoffs. But you know what? He's going to have to even be better for them to get the win tonight.
That's a good thought. And the Bulls will start with Charles Oakley and Dave Corzine at the 4 and 5. Running the point will be Kyle Macy. And on the wings, it's the fearsome duo of Micheal Jordan and the Iceman, George Gervin. And the Celtics' vaunted front court, Bird and Micheal at the forwards, with Robert Parrish in the middle. The backcourt pairing for them, Dennis Johnson and Danny Ainge.
And the Bulls are in dire need to even this series. Losing by 17 points in Game 1, they need to make a statement tonight.
Here is Corzine. Here's Jordan. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in.
Tremendous ability to catch and shoot the basketball. He's got that shot in his bag.
Here's Johnson. Doesn't go that time. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. And Clark, the Bulls can't fall down 0-2 in a 5-game series.
Hey, Kevin, it's hard enough to beat this Celtics team in any series, but to take 3 straight games from them, virtually impossible.
I think you're right. Now here's Jordan over Johnson. Micheal Jordan again.
And we know Jordan is a master from the mid-range. Whether he's squared up or falling away, you feel like it's going to splash.
And Clark, here's something that no team has been able to do. Slow down the Celtics front court.
Well, there's just so much talent, actually too much talent at every position to be able to plug all the holes. They hurt you at both ends of the floor, too. Bird, Micheal, Parrish, all elite players.
I think Sunday all 3 will be in the Hall of Fame.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. First free throw is good.
You talk about footwork in the post, I think Micheal is without peer. And it takes a lot of practice to refine the footwork that he has. That's dedication to your craft on full, fruitful display.
And Jordan with 49 points the last game. Clark, any chance you think he'll match that?
I'm never comfortable betting against Micheal Jordan, Kevin. This guy is so good and so amazing. He's got the skill and the will to do it. I think a lot depends on what kind of defense the Celtics play on.
And that's going to be the thing to watch.
You see how opportunistic Johnson is, sprinting down the floor in transition.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
Aggressive take there to get inside. Looking to make things happen to try and take control of this game.
And that's exactly what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Now, here's Johnson. The pass to Bird. Kept alive. Goes up again, and Micheal finishes inside.
Relentless on the boards. Micheal will outwork any opponent. You have to try to match his level of energy.
And the big question and Mike problem for the Celtics.
Michael Jordan.
How do they slow down Michael Jordan?
Well, they sent a few options his way in game one. They know they need to be better and will still vary their looks.
Micheal trying to free himself. 2 points. That one goes. Johnson's got his second bucket of the game to go. Chicago leading. Now with the inside on the Celtics game plan, let's send it over to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, this young Michael Jordan has a lot of tools in his bag. The first thing the Celtics want to do is stop straight line drives. Guys have to rotate over and give him angles off of the basket. But Jordan is so good with his quick first move and then going vertical, it allows him to convert right over the top of defenses. Guys?
David, thank you. In game one, the Celtics tried 5 different defenders on Michael Jordan. And Mike, ultimately, he got a little fatigued, but not before he put up 49.
One of the assistant coaches with Chicago said about Jordan, he's got the jump shot ability of a Jerry West and the ability to go to the hoop of a Julius Erving. Pretty good people to be compared with.
Phenomenal comparison. I love that.
And the Bulls unable to stay with the Celtics in game one. It was within reach until the fourth quarter, but fell 123 to 104.
And, you know, it really came down to the experience of the Celtics. That was a huge advantage for them. This is a group of championship players, and they had one of the best regular seasons ever as well.
A nice shot by Jordan.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
And that one, good. Parrish has got his second bucket tonight.
Solid pass by Ainge. The moment he sees a guy ready to score, he starts working on getting him the ball.
Lets it go from 14. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Can't afford to leave him open for mid-range. You're asking to get burned when you do this.
Johnson, the pass to Bird. Now Micheal. Up and in on the way. Micheal's got 6 points.
Down low, Micheal has a myriad of moves. Just so tough to stop.
Oakley kicks to Jordan. Trying his luck from deep. Jordan out of the gates fast. Doesn't look shaky at all.
So consistent from the field. A quality outing for him. And you look at this Chicago team, and they aren't your typical 8 seed.
You know, Mike, they didn't have Jordan for much of the season, and that certainly skews their record. But they are a fearless, confident, aggressive group that can hang with anybody when they're on their game.
Macy passes to Oakley. And 3 from Jordan. Rebound, Boston. Micheal's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Johnson. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Puts it up from 15. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Jordan's got 19 points.
Tell you what, both teams have got it going on. I mean, playing phenomenally well.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be hard to keep this pace up. We'll see.
Now, here's Johnson. Micheal setting the pick for Johnson. 3 on the clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Here's Parrish.
The anchor of this defense, Corzine, making things difficult.
Michael Jordan getting it done for the Bulls. We witnessed him delivering a series of 3-pointers. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter in this round 1 matchup between the Chicago Bulls and the Boston Celtics. And it's the Bulls with the ball. 4-point game.
And the plan for the Bulls this series is to try and slow things down. The Celtics want to get into an up-and-down game. Makes sense with all the weapons they have.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. We've got Oakley. Paxson is out there with Jordan. Then it's Corzine. And it's Banks in at the 3. Seasting passes to Micheal. The feed now to Parrish. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
And the slower the game gets, Clark, the more beneficial that is for the Bulls.
And, you know, that's not easy with all the great passes the Celtics have. The Bulls need to make sure they get back in transition because the Celtics are looking to push it every chance they get.
Pushing that pace, you're right. Chicago leading by 5. And here's Jordan outside. That shot is off. Bird against Paxson. Bird can't hit. Bird's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. Ainge with the ball. Now guarded by Jordan.
You know, we all know about the Boston home court advantage. They won 40 games here during the regular season. A dominating home court advantage for the Celtics this year.
The fadeaway. It's hauled in by Oakley. Oakley's got his 4th rebound in this one. Stolen by Ainge. Pass to Bird. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field. And Mike, the Celtics, as you said, so dominant at home.
And that home record has everyone in the East nervous about playing them. The Celtics can make the most out of a home court advantage. Hard to see anybody taking many games here.
Slick crossover move. The defense had no way of keeping up.
And now the first timeout call here for Boston. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
And they took that just to stop the bleeding. Giving up way too many threes, and they'll try to make an adjustment.
Checked in for Boston. Kyle Macy's checked in for the Bulls. Here is Seasting, guarded by Paxson. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And during the season, Boston took 5 of the 6 meetings. But Boston was beating just about everyone at that rate.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Celtics trail by 7. Micheal outside. Ainge the pass to Bird. From 17 feet out. And it's in off the backboard. Bird's got 8 points. And only one of those meetings between Boston and Chicago, Clark, featured the Bulls at full strength.
You know, Jordan only played the Celtics once in the regular season, Kevin. It was his 4th game back from injury. We're seeing how different those matchups could have gone had he been healthy.
That's a solid observation. And Mike looking at the 2 stars for the teams. Michael Jordan right now with the edge over Larry Bird.
And Jordan is a much more pure scorer than Bird. Still, you expect Bird to crank it up later if this team needs his scoring punch.
And they're going to.
Great activity level on the boards. Impressive. Wow.
Got that one up quick. Jordan's got the lead up to 8 now for Chicago.
Not surprising at all to see Jordan piling up points, playing with a lot of determination and grit, and insisting on being aggressive looking for his shots.
You look at the numbers for Larry Bird this season, Mike, 25, 10, and 7. I mean, numbers that he's put up for several seasons in a row now.
Bird has defined what the small forward position is all about. And that's 6'10", by the way. He impacts the floor in every metric. I'm ready to call him the best small forward ever. Wow. It would take a special talent to knock him off that pedestal.
And coming from you, that's high praise. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Taking 2 shots.
And the athleticism of Jordan is out of this world. Simply just an incredible player who does whatever he wants on offense.
And so Jordan nails both of them.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Passes it to Walton. Ainge with the ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 6 on the shot clock. No coverage that time. Mike, the Celtics still looking for an answer to Michael Jordan.
And you might see more double teams and triple teams at the rate he's scoring. He's on his way to another monster game scoring tonight.
And now let's head over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Both teams have made veteran acquisitions to bolster their rotations. For the Bulls, it's the Iceman, George Gervin. He'll be 34 a week from today. It's his 14th season after playing in San Antonio most of his career. The 7th all-time leading scorer with more than 26,000 points. His all-time playoff scoring average is right behind Jerry West. That's a pretty good scoring punch. Back to you.
Well said. It is indeed. Thanks, DA. George Gervin shot 47% this season, Clark, the lowest of his career. But that's because he had fewer opportunities. But you and I know he can still fill it up.
There is no denying that, Kevin. He's been a tremendous scorer throughout his career, one of the very best. And we know George Gervin can finger roll.
Yes, well said. And as we expected, Mike Fratello, this Celtics front court has been a problem for Chicago.
And this is something the Bulls won't ever have an answer to. I mean, the whole Eastern Conference didn't have an answer for Bird, Micheal, and Parrish.
3 future Hall of Famers in some people's eyes. Ainge, the pass to Bird. Over Oakley. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Chicago leading by 9. And there's Michael Jordan, the assist by Oakley. Oakley's got 4 assists in the game.
Tell you what, the Bulls have really done a terrific job not giving the Celtics crowd a reason to get into it at all.
Pass to Bird. And here is Ainge. Walton a screen on Mason to stop the run. And the layup is good. Ainge has got his 2nd basket.
Ainge beats you all around the floor. He's a 3-level scorer for sure.
Here's Jordan. Buries it down low.
Michael Jordan.
Looking to stretch this lead out even further, going right after his shot.
And the defense continues to not be up to the challenge.
Here's Micheal, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
Really good defensive effort from Oakley, using those long arms and that big, strong frame of his to disrupt the shot.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Right back after this break. A view of the Charles River, not far from where we are, Boston Garden, and getting ready for the second half. We're here in Boston for Game 2 of the Bulls and Celtics. Second half of play getting going here in Boston. Chicago leading by 11.
You look at the firepower of this Boston team. 3 All-Stars in Bird, Micheal, and Parrish. And this core has been together for their latest title runs.
And now, let's go to DA.
Thanks very much. Now, we know about Larry Bird's determination at certain points, but Michael Jordan has some of those same qualities. He missed 64 games this season with a broken left foot, and Chicago management didn't want him to play anymore. But he put that foot down, citing his love of the game clause that's in his contract, which allows him to play whenever he wants. And he said, I'm going to play basketball. That's what I am, a basketball player. And he's back on the floor. Guys?
David, thank you. It's a great story. Michael loves to play the game, Mike Fratello.
And he rarely seems to get tired. Some people have speculated that because he missed a great deal of the season, he doesn't have the normal fatigue at this time of year.
They've got Ainge. Micheal is out there with Bird. Then there's Johnson. And it's Parrish in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Boston 5. And the Celtics core, Clark, won in 1984 and returned to the finals again last season.
And I think for this Celtics team, anything short of a title, Kevin, is a bust. I mean, they know they're the team to beat, and they carry themselves that way. One of the most talented teams we've probably ever seen in the league.
I agree. And pushing it up, here's Boston. And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Robert Parrish.
The basis of our game is the pass, sharing, being a great teammate.
Here's Jordan. The 17-footer goes down. Jordan's got 44.
Clever pass by Macy. He spots a guy ready to score and makes sure he gets the ball.
And the dominance of the Celtics, Mike, have shown again this season. It feels like it's their year.
They know it's championship or bust for them. They figure they'll be tested on the way and could also have to deal with their old pals, the Lakers. But all season long, they have been the front runner, and that won't change until they're knocked out.
They've got the target on their back for sure. Releases from 15. Here's Parrish, and he lays it straight in. Parrish has got 10.
The long arms of Parrish, using that incredible length to do damage on the offensive glass.
And the Bulls decide to take their first time out here. Austin going to switch here. Redmond's checked in. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Green's checked in. And here's Jordan outside. Jordan had 49 in game one. And creeping up on that here.
Looking at the way Jordan finished the regular season, you had to know that he was on the verge of having a stellar playoff run. Scary to think how good he'll be in the coming years.
Mike, his work ethic I know impresses you so much. A wide open look for Bird. Wide open shot is on the money. He's got 10.
So adept at running the pick and roll. Bird doesn't force anything. Instead, he takes what the defense gives him.
Almost 30 points per game for Michael Jordan, Mike, in the final 5 games of the season. An unbelievable streak.
And the future for Jordan looks bright as ever. Starting to show he's more than just a high flyer. He started to develop the skills to score at all levels of the floor.
You sound like a coach, but I know you appreciate that game so much. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Bird's got 4 points in the quarter. And here is Macy. Like the way this game has gone, the Celtics cannot slow down Michael Jordan.
Well, they've tried some different looks in the first half, but nothing seems to be the answer for Jordan.
You're right. Johnson surveying the floor. Bird finds Micheal. Johnson with it. Parrish with the screen on Gervin. Bird with it. Now Green defending. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Boy, that was a nice pump fake move by Bird that time, putting the defender off balance and then drawing the foul.
The Celtics shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one. Walton's checked in for Micheal. Bird hits them both.
This is what makes him tough. A big guy who can knock him down from the strike.
The Bulls leading by 5. And Jordan continues to be the dominant scoring force on the floor. Mike, Bird can't even keep up with them.
That's no knock on Bird. That's just how special Jordan is. He is putting on an absolute show in this game.
And I bet Bird is impressed too.
And when you look at that stacked 84 draft class, obviously there's Jordan. Some incredible talents in just their 2nd season.
He just can't seem to get anything to go. He's in a bit of a rut.
He's got to simplify things on offense. Concentrate on getting quality looks and not settling for bad shots.
Gervin with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And that one's good, Gervin. Mike, a lot of impact players coming in that 1984 draft class in the NBA.
And the talent is at all positions. Great guards, forwards, and of course, Hakeem as a center. Could go down as one of the best draft classes in a long, long time.
You are so right. Here's Bird. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is up and in. Bird's got 8 here in the quarter.
And Bird is so intelligent at reading shot trajectories, which is why he's able to grab offensive rebounds.
Macy trains the three-pointer.
Kyle Macy.
And the Bulls lead by 8.
Ever since halftime, they have been parked out at the arc, dropping bomb after bomb.
And who can blame them? When you're hitting like this, you got to just keep it going.
Lots of room. Walton. The rebound by Gervin. Walton's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Here's Jordan. And Jordan now matching his game 1 total. Clark, we're watching incredible stuff here.
We really are, Kevin. And I thought Boston would have made a point to really slow Jordan down, but They just have not found an answer for him.
None. Boston making a switch here. Ceasing's checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Banks checked in for Gervin. And it's Paxson in for Mason.
What tenacity from Johnson, able to absorb the hit and work through it.
From deep, Jordan buries the long-range jumper. Jordan's got 53.
Showing just how dominant he can be. He's just carrying this offense right now.
Here's Ceasing. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Michael Jordan getting it done for Chicago. He's got 8 3-pointers in the game now. What a job he's doing from long range. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Final quarter of play starting in this Game 2 matchup between Chicago and Boston. Celtics trail by 12.
And with the injury Jordan sustained this year, he has about as fresh of legs as anyone. He showed that in Game 1.
So for Chicago right now, we've got Green. Jordan is out there at Paxson. Then there's Charles Oakley. And it's Banks in at the 3 slot.
Micheal's got a smooth stroke, too. Can't just leave him open for mid-range like that.
And 3 from Jordan. And Boston with the rebound. And Jordan with the broken foot earlier this season, Clark. But boy, right now he looks 100%, doesn't he?
You know exactly right, Kevin. He had some games towards the end of the year to get himself acclimated and going again. But as you said, he looks locked in now with no holds barred on his game.
No limits at all.
Exactly.
The shot by Johnson, no good.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Count it, good.
Michael Jordan.
Jordan's got 55.
Using his tremendous strength and body control, Jordan shrugs off the contact and gets the shot to fall.
Oh, glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time.
The energy and focus on display. Saw an opportunity to get inside, and they continue to build this lead.
And, you know, part of the reason why the Celtics feel comfortable pushing the tempo, the development of Danny Ainge, it gives them another option to initiate the fast break.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Here is Ceasing. The pass to Bird. Over Banks. 5 on the clock. Walton dishes to Micheal. Rebound by the Bulls. Oakley's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Paxson outside. Oakley kicks to Jordan. Takes the 3. And that's collected by Bird. Bird's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Mike Ainge, a player that makes a difference off the stat sheet, always doing the little thing.
He's an X factor for the Celtics. He can spark the team with a few hustle plays, three-pointers, a great fit alongside the rest of the Boston Stars.
Terrific fit. Danny Ainge is checked in for Boston. And the Bulls making a change also. Gervin's checked in for Banks. Celtics trail by 11. Bird. Good work defensively by Gervin. Jordan up top. Covered by Johnson. Another shot. Green breaking loose.
Michael
Jordan with 60 now. One more basket. He'll set a new playoff record. Ainge the pass to Bird. Now here is Ainge. Feeds it to Micheal. Doesn't go for him. And it's Chicago the other way. Paxson passes to Jordan. From deep. Goes back up. Shot's good by Oakley.
This is Oakley doing his thing. Battling on the boards and then instinctively sending it back.
Coach, they're ice cold on the offensive end.
Well, something has to change.
And here's Bird from the arc. Chicago grabs the miss.
Boy, they dodged one right there, didn't they?
Yeah, he won't miss a look that wide open very often.
And Michael Jordan has broken the record for most points ever in a playoff game.
What a game, and what an announcement to the rest of the league. We are looking at the dawn of the Michael Jordan show.
This is just unbelievable. The kick out to Ainge. Pass to Micheal. Second chance shot, and he gets the jumper to drop.
You know, I think when you give up second chance points, a lot of it comes down to simply a lack of effort.
Yeah, it's simple. A key part of playing good defense is limiting the offense to one shot. And that starts with boxing out.
They get it back. Gervin outside. Here's Jordan. What a game from Jordan, Mike. He continues to add to his new record with every score.
I've never seen anything like this. This is as perfect a dominating performance as I've ever seen.
Perfect is a great word to use. Johnson, the pass to Walton. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson.
An outstanding find by Johnson. Very comfortable at the 1 or the 2 spot.
Pass to Walton. And here's Bird. Good on the shot. Bird's got 4 points in the quarter.
And he's trying to carry this offense, but he can't do it alone. These guys need to help him.
Chicago calls timeout. They're ahead by 13. 1:22 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Boston making a switch here. Parrish is checked in. The Bulls also changing it up. Corzine, he's checked in for Green. Kyle Macy subbed in for John Paxson. And the 3 ball is good.
Well, you know, I hesitate to never say never, but I don't think there's really enough time for a comeback to happen.
It's a sizable lead, and it may get even bigger.
Here's Johnson. It's hauled in by Oakley. Chicago leading by 16. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth. And here's Jordan outside. Clark, can you believe it? Jordan is now at the 70-point mark of this game.
I can't believe it, but it is a performance for the ages.
Ooh.
What a way to make a name for yourself, Michael Jordan. I'm bowing to you right now.
You want to be like Mike, don't you?
I certainly wouldn't mind doing what he's doing.
Johnson, the rebound by Corzine. Gervin dishes to Oakley. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Macy passes to Jordan. The 3. Out to the right wing. 3-pointer on the way. That one doesn't drop. Johnson outside. And amazingly, the Bulls, Mike, have come into Boston and gotten a win. Great performance from them.
And with the series tied at 1-1 in the next 2 games in Chicago, the Bulls now have a real look at pulling off a miracle.
Well, Clark, the Celtic fans have to be feeling a little bit nervous after losing this game at home.
No doubt about it, especially when they have to deal with Michael Jordan in Chicago the next few games. Jordan at home has been electric, and if he gets hot, the Celtics might not make it back home.
Things have gotten very interesting. For our reporter David Aldridge, along with Clark Kellogg and Mike Fratello, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's game. So long, everyone.